Then, now. From the very moment he arrived as the
As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead... As we say in WWE, expect the unexpected. We expected Wes Lee to be Carmelo Hayes' opponent here, but instead, we have the surprise return of Solo Sikoa as he's claimed his title opportunity.
Solo Sikoa, fresh off joining the Bloodline, is here. He has answered the call, and we indeed have an NXT North American title defense tonight for NXT 2.0's one-year celebration.
Got to be a tough situation for Carmelo Hayes here. He's up against an opponent he could never have planned for.
Oh, but there's a clear strategy, Cole. Solo Sikoa has an injury to his left knee. Solo had a brutal Falls Count Anywhere match last month here in NXT, and he just faced Drew McIntyre on SmackDown just a few days ago.
It's very unlikely that Solo's knee is 100% today. Melo needs to focus on further damaging that knee. Going for sliced bread.
What a counter! Power slam!
Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Melo has the biggest crown and the heaviest head.
Melo has indeed proven worthy of said crown, but he's face-to-face with a man who has a seat at the biggest table in WWE.
And both men have earned their status thus far, that's for sure.
Oh, right into a counter.
And he avoids what was coming.
Hayes quick to counter. What a snapmare.
The champion doing everything to retain here.
Gets the shoulder. Wow, what's it going to take?
So resilient.
Springboard. Misses the target. That didn't go as Solo pictured. You got to imagine that Roman Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching this match closely right now.
Oh, absolutely, Cole. We're talking about the man who has held the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship for 744 days. And the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, the Usos, who have held those titles for 422 days.
Record-breaking reigns of both singles and tag team competition. If Solo captures the North American title tonight, who knows how long he'll keep it for?
He's able to reverse it. Fends it off. Good counter.
Vice-like grip on the trapezius muscle. This is terribly painful.
Did you see Melo's reaction when Sikoa's music hit? Hayes looked like he saw a ghost.
Solo's been saying he got next for the North American Championship, but that was a long time ago. Melo thought Sikoa was in his rearview mirror.
These two men took part in a triple threat for the North American title back at Spring Break 5 months ago. But they essentially canceled each other out that night, and neither man... And the A-Champ stays the A-Champ.
Here is your winner,
Now this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, I got next.
Thank goodness. Melo had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wes Lee. But Melo and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Melo-bration and getting a real match.
And I would have never expected Sikoa to show up. He just joined the Bloodline on SmackDown, and now he's in the main event of NXT. Can the Bloodline get even more gold tonight?
Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, "Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Melo has the biggest crown and the heaviest head."
Melo has indeed proven worthy of said crown, but he's face-to-face with a man who has a seat at the biggest table in WWE.
And both men have earned their status thus far, that's for sure. No!
Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
A terrible miscalculation. Missing a move like that can cost you more than the match.
Solo Sikoa already with the strategic advantage, taking Hayes by surprise and challenging him for the North American title.
And the Street Champ needs to continue to be unpredictable if he wants that championship. He's got two sets of eyes watching his every move, so he needs to outmaneuver both Melo and Trick to succeed. Off the top.
Crashing to the floor.
Yeah, and I don't think that's what was in mind there.
I don't know if there was anything in mind there.
You got to imagine that Roman Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching this match closely right now.
The champ is going for the cover.
The challenger wriggles out at one.
And those kickouts are only going to get harder.
Big cross body.
Carmelo showing that he's not phased. Surprise or not, he's ready for Sikoa.
Ooh.
And he turned it around.
Roundhouse kick, man.
Hayes now on the offensive. First 48 by Carmelo. Melo didn't cover.
We're going to shut this down. And the A-Champ stays the A-Champ.
Here is your winner, and still the NXT North American Champion.
From the very moment he arrived as the...
Now this is a surprise. Carmelo Hayes seemingly had no challenger for his North American title, but Solo Sikoa just showed up here and said, "I got next."
Thank goodness, Melo had an opponent chosen by the NXT Universe as they voted for Wes Lee. But Melo and Trick brutally attacked Lee backstage. Now we're being spared a Melo-bration and getting a real match.
And I would have never expected Sikoa to show up. He just joined the Bloodline on SmackDown, and now he's in the main event of NXT. Can the Bloodline get even more gold tonight?
You got to imagine that Roman Reigns, the Usos, even Paul Heyman are watching this match closely right now.
Oh, absolutely, Cole. We're talking about the man who has held the WWE Undisputed Universal Championship for 744 days. And the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, the Usos, who've held those titles for 422 days.
Record-breaking reigns of both single...
The champion into the pin. Only a one count before the kick out.
He's not letting fatigue set in or get the better of him.
Oh, with authority. Look out.
Looks like he knew what was coming up. Stop in the leg.
This battle is spilled into the ringside area and is drawing dangerously close to our table. Strong words from Carmelo Hayes before this match saying, quote, "Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and Melo has the biggest crown and the heaviest head."
Melo has indeed proven worthy of said crown, but he's face-to-face with a man who has a seat at the biggest table.
Bang. Maybe that'll teach him not to take his eye off the ball.
What reflexes to stop Sikoa?
All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds.
Stiff kick.
And Hayes turning it around. It knew what was coming there. Did you see Melo's reaction when Sikoa's music hit? Hayes looked like he saw it. Ghost.
Solo's been saying he got next for the North American Championship, but that was a long time ago. Melo thought Sikoa was in his rearview mirror.
These two men took part in a triple threat for the North American title back at spring break.
I ain't doing this one. We can have all the fun we want with these video games and this showcase and these fantasy matchups like Offensika versus Bubba Ray and Diva. I'm not doing shtick about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. That's a little too volatile. And it's way too personal for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins came up together in the Shield. And Seth Rollins took it upon himself to disband the Shield by blindsiding Roman Reigns with a chair. At WrestleMania 31, Roman Reigns, in the main event of WrestleMania, was about to win the WWE title.
I was dubbed
When
come this
Seth
far to
Rollins
come this
kicked in
far, right?
the
Tonight wasn't it? Who's molesting your shoulder?
They are Smith.
And I never...
Match and the title from Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns lost the undisputed championship after almost 4 years. The greatest title reign of all time, to Cody Rhodes. Not because Cody Rhodes was the better man, but because Seth Rollins was right there. And the seduction, the bloodlust that Roman Reigns had for that moment of revenge was too much for Roman Reigns to give up. And for the first time in Roman Reigns' life, he took his eye off the ball for that much time and smashed Seth Rollins with a chair, the same way Seth did a decade earlier to Roman. And that moment gave Cody Rhodes all he needed to end the most historic title reign in WWE history. I'm supposed to do shtick about Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins for a showcase? I mean, it's smart, because the next time Roman Reigns steps into the ring with Seth Rollins will be the last time Seth Rollins steps into a ring. Next time Roman Reigns gets his hands on Seth Rollins, you won't have your architect anymore. You won't have your visionary anymore. You won't have your revolutionary anymore. You will have your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, but you'll never again have Seth freaking Rollins. Roman Reigns will put an end to Seth Rollins in WWE. And then the only way you'll ever be able to see Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins will be in the WWE 2K25 showcase. Roman Reigns versus Seth Rollins from the 2022 Royal Rumble. And that's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
And that title, the WWE The Royal Rumble. Premium live event kicks off with a match between two former brothers. Roman Reigns in his record 516-day reign as Universal Champion versus Seth Rollins, donned in the old gear that they used to wear in the Shield.
Rollins looks very comfortable in that tactical vest yet again.
But he's even more comfortable inside the head of the Tribal Chief. We haven't seen Roman with this type of look, this type of confusion in 500-plus days.
And the wise man, Paul Heyman, will be at ringside for a championship match tonight, just not this one.
And that's just sickening to me, Cole. Reigns had just cause for firing the wise man, and now Paul's right back with his old client. Heyman has zero loyalty to the bloodline.
Okay, Corey, did you forget the fact that Roman attacked Heyman? Anyway, Reigns just needs to forget all of that tonight. Rollins is already playing next-level mind games in this match. Reigns cannot let Paul Heyman's actions affect him.
Being set up in the corner for something.
Shoulder tackle after shoulder tackle.
So ruthless. Oh, look at this, raining right hands.
Non-stop blows.
Gentlemen, for 17 months, Roman Reigns has dominated. He had special counsel and cousins to help him stay in control, to keep his cool, to concentrate on the business at hand. But now Paul Heyman is gone, and the Usos are barred from ringside.
Without those calming forces, cracks have started to show. Every comment Rollins has made about their past cuts deeper. Every mind game breaks Roman's spirit even further. This might be the toughest physical battle the Tribal Chief has faced, but it definitely is his toughest mental battle.
Roman certainly seems out of his comfort zone right now, guys.
Reigns and his comfort zone aren't even in the same zip code tonight, Cole. Unless he can snap out of it fast, he's going to make a mistake that Rollins will capitalize on.
Reigns seems to be taking just a little bit more pleasure than he usually does as he piles on the attacks. The disdain he has for Rollins is off the charts.
Force the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection.
Looking to seal the deal, guys.
The champ not letting the ref get to two.
I can't believe the ref didn't get two here.
Oh. Strong takedown. Has been set up in the corner of the ring.
No escape from these punches. Taking the wind out with a stomp to the solar plexus.
He connects with a counter.
Oh, look at this, raining right hands. Oh, like a heavy bag. You want to wear your Shield gear? You want to play mind games? With the head of the table, Seth, this is what you get. Be prepared for the wrath of the Tribal Chief.
What a counter by Rollins. Legs caught.
Lots of counters from each athlete. Impenetrable defense. Flying all the way to the outside. That's going to be on highlight reels for a long time.
Incredible courage to even attempt that.
Impressive reversal on Rollins.
Vicious right forearm.
Counter. Saw it coming. He gets back into the ring.
And Seth just taunting his opponent now. He doesn't have much time to get back in the ring.
Gets back in the ring and the match continues.
You just love seeing him get knocked down a peg.
My God, enough!
back with a crucial elbow.
I hate to say this, but the Tribal Chief has become extremely frazzled without the benefit of having the Bloodline by his side.
Every little move Rollins makes seems to put Reigns on edge. This outfit, the Shield's entrance music. I bet if Rollins gave Roman a fist bump, it would make the Tribal Chief go nuclear.
Into the chop block, a debilitating counter there. Got them off their feet here. Big powerbomb.
Takedown. Whenever the crossface gets cinched in, this could be over.
This is grueling. Look at the torque happening here.
It's like living in a torture chamber. This can't last much longer. Looking to free the arm and does just that.
Sent to the corner.
Shoulder tackle to the body.
Seth Rollins says he knows Roman Reigns so well, says he knows how to prey on the insecurities of the Universal Champion.
Rollins knew there was one thing that Roman Reigns could never, ever get over. That it was Seth Rollins who chose to end the Shield.
That blow to the back of Roman Reigns with a steel chair so many years ago broke up perhaps the greatest faction in WWE history. Who would have thought that moment would still loom so large and be the biggest key to victory for Seth freaking Rollins?
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it. He's looking to take things to the outside now.
Textbook jumping clothesline.
Oof. I have to admit, it's a pretty cold move for Rollins to just take... years of history the Shield had and turn it into a joke here tonight.
It's appalling, Saxton. Rollins has always treated that sacred history as a joke. Now we know that Roman Reigns... is a loyal man, a family man. What Seth Rollins did to his family 8 years ago was cowardly. Now it's time for Rollins to pay.
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight.
He got in. He got in. Just avoiding the ref's count.
Unparalleled intensity from Roman Reigns.
And
you can see Seth is being run into the ground by Roman.
the Tribal Chief has been dominant over the last 516 days since he captured the Universal Championship. Month after month, he's dominated every top contender on the SmackDown roster.
Roman Reigns has beaten big names over the last year and a half, but Braun Strowman, Rey Mysterio, the Demon Finn Balor, even John Cena. The Reigns has to be bothered by the fact that he has never been able to knock off Rollins in a premium ladder match in his career. Never successfully defended a title against Rollins.
Indeed, two of the biggest PLE losses of Roman Reigns' career have been at the hands of Seth freaking Rollins. At Money in the Bank in 2016, Rollins defeated Reigns for the WWE title. And a year prior to that, Rollins committed the heist of the century and used the money in the... Rollins being put into the guillotine. This is the biggest danger Seth has faced.
This is a
The guillotine locked in. This is all.
That was an incredible counter.
Reigns, Rollins, both men are waging an epic battle.
For years, these Shield brothers would go town to town and beat the competition to a pulp. Tonight, they're doing it to each other.
And here's Reigns now, misses wildly with the clothesline attempt. Spear! Spear by Reigns! Roman Reigns from out of nowhere with a spear!
That could end it for Rollins if Roman could just make the cover.
Roman trying to fight through the pain. Oh my, guys. Guys, look at what Rollins is doing.
After all these two have been through, Rollins wants that Shield fist bump.
Reigns shaking it off as Rollins continues to try to play mind games.
Yeah, but that may have triggered a litany of emotions within the Tribal Chief. Reigns unsure of what to do.
Roman Reigns determining what to do now. Will he slay his former brother? Reigns now. Look, gonna lock in the guillotine. Submission
Well, there's
move
your
locked
answer.
in. Submission move locked in.
Rollins in major peril right now. Rollins looking like he's starting to fade.
Seth trying desperately to make it to the bottom rope.
I'm not sure he can make it, Corey.
Trying to make it to the rope to force some sort of break. Seth trying to hang on. How can he do this here? Is Rollins going to tap here? What's Rollins going to do? Is he going to tap out?
Well, he makes it to the rope. Reigns has a 5 count to break the hold.
And Reigns breaks the hold here. Roman breaks the hold, and this match continues.
It just shows you how locked in Roman Reigns is to winning this match. Rollins just motionless now. Roman had that guillotine.
Oh, Roman Reigns about to put his opponent away. No getting up.
Devastating maneuver by the champion. Roman getting ready to finish this, to finally vanquish the demons of Seth Rollins and the Shield.
Hits back with a jawbreaker.
Each athlete finding an answer for everything thrown at them. Battle of counter.
Oh, and Rollins. Here comes Seth. Sling blade.
Rollins in complete control.
Climbing up those ropes now.
From the top.
5-star frog splash.
Seth with a big move there. The title is within reach.
What a jaw-dropping show of strength this late into the match.
He puts him into the corner. He answers right back.
Reigns has his opponent in a fireman's carry and switches into a flapjack.
The head of the table, and Seth.
Wait, trouble here. Can he get it fully locked in? Impressive display of power.
He's in excruciating pain.
And Reigns retains the title.
Here is your winner, and still the Universal Champion,
Roman Reigns has finally done it. Finally earned that title defense against Seth Rollins. Finally exorcised the ghost of the Shield.
It looks like a huge weight has been lifted from the shoulders of the Tribal Chief. Roman may never forgive Rollins, but now he can forget it.